So tomorrow we don't have class. Happy? Huh? Okay. Okay. So guys, I'll try to just today explain the difference of different CI/CD tools. Okay. So yesterday already we discussed Jenkins. I'm not saying Jenkins completed, but what we got an idea, right? How to work with Jenkins and all. Same, we have a alternate tools in the market. We have a most powerful tool, GitLab CI/CD, GitHub Actions, and Azure DevOps also. Azure DevOps, I will take care Azure time. But so far, we discuss only Jenkins. Please, hello, focus. Alternate tool, right? Hmm. Very important. Everyone can update in their resume only Jenkins. Definitely will not get a call. 99% resumes, everyone update Jenkins. So who update a Jenkins plus GitLab CI/CD, GitHub Actions, Azure DevOps only, the priority will be there. Understand? Yeah. So take focus. Um, okay. So the first thing is let me try to explain first theoretical concept. Because Azure DevOps, we can use AWS project also. Understand? It's like all about agent installation. Let's take a Jenkins. Okay. And I'm taking here GitHub Actions. And GitLab CI/CD. GitLab already be aware of that, right? CI/CD means pipeline concept in the GitLab CI/CD directly. Hmm. So guys, coming to the Jenkins, we need a mandatory one server, right? To work with Jenkins. So, okay, this is Jenkins server. So, EC2. So, Jenkins running on EC2 server. Clear now? Okay. Now, we have to understand very important thing here. For example, my requirement is Docker automation, Kubernetes automation, Terraform automation, different requirements. My end here, multiple servers are there. This is for Docker related stuff. For example, this is for a Python deployment stuff. And this is for a Kubernetes. Some are Ansible. Okay. My end, 3 servers are there. So here I can take, I need to automate the Docker process by using Jenkins. Let's assume like this. And I need to automate Kubernetes, assume like this. And I need to automate Ansible, for example. Assume like this. Clear now? So understand one thing here. Now Ansible process, so leave it for what is Ansible here. Leave it for what is Docker here. Just I'm talking about in this server, I need to automate Docker process by using Jenkins. That's it. Anything it is. I want to do Kubernetes process by using Jenkins. I want to do Ansible process by using Jenkins. Yesterday we tried Terraform, right? Okay, like this. Otherwise, let's better better you will get some clarity. If I take here Terraform, okay, so I want to execute Terraform commands on the instance by using Jenkins. Clear na? Init, plan, apply. Now let's delete from here. This is okay. Now I want to do this Jenkins process into Docker. I want to do Jenkins process into Kubernetes server, and I want to do Terraform process into Jenkins server in this server. Now tell me how many servers inside I need to install Jenkins? 3 servers inside right now. So I just definitely I need to install here. Three servers inside I need to install Jenkins here, Jenkins here, Jenkins here. Clear? Okay. So in this server, along with the Docker, Jenkins also running. In this server, along with the Kubernetes, Jenkins also running. Same Terraform also. So Java also running because of Jenkins. So here, this Jenkins process only consume 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM for only Jenkins, not for Docker process. Clear, na dedicated resources required for the only Jenkins. Okay, that's cool now. But the point is here, this Jenkins will give one UI dashboard or not? This Jenkins also will give one UI dashboard or not? This Jenkins also we give one UI dashboard or not? Now completely how many dashboards? Is it good? For example, you want 100 servers are there, 100 servers you want to control by Jenkins, 100 dashboards will come, how you can manage? Definitely will confuse, right? Which dashboard, which server, which dashboard, which server. See, I need a common dashboard for anything. Even Grafana Prometheus time also we discussed, right? Grafana Prometheus single dashboard, node exporters are multiple nodes collecting the things. Otherwise, Grafana Prometheus, if you can install all the servers, multiple dashboards will come. Again, problem will come, right or not? So in this case, how to overcome this issue here? Yes, we have a concept, master and slave concept. So how it will work here? You no need to install Jenkins into all the servers. Clear? What you can do, you can create a one dedicated server for Jenkins. You can create a dedicated server for Jenkins. Clear na? So now you can create a one dedicated server for Jenkins. Jenkins is running into this server inside. Okay. Now the process is here. We can install agent here. Okay. So here we have a agent process. So we have a two type of approaches are there here to connect from this server to this server to this server, and this server to this server. Server communication, how it will happen? Through SSH only, right? Yeah, one method is SSH. Clear na? And another method is we have a controller method. Controller method. Either you can use SSH method, either you can use controller method. Clear na? In this case, process is very clear, guys. Create a one server, install the Jenkins. So from this server, we can enable a communication for this server. So what will happen here? So already I have explained in this pipeline concept time. Here in the pipeline concept time, there is a concept agent any, right? Clear na? Pipeline, in the pipeline inside, we have a agent any first. This agent any block means if you give now agent any, your Jenkins can run this. Jenkins can connect any one of the agent here. Clear now? But for example, now I'm creating a pipeline for Docker. I'm creating a pipeline for Kubernetes. I'm creating a pipeline for Terraform. In this case, total how many pipelines will come? 3 pipelines. You can write here. Okay. 3 pipelines. But where I'm creating a pipelines here only, Jenkins master only. Okay. I'm creating a pipeline one for, let's create here. Yeah, pipeline 1 for Kubernetes, pipeline 2 for Terraform, and pipeline 3 for something different, whatever it is. Okay. Now, let's say this is a Docker pipeline. Now, this is Kubernetes pipeline. And this is Terraform pipeline. Now, understand here, these pipelines are executed into irrespective of the target servers, right? Okay. Now see, but here these three pipelines I can see into my master server inside, Jenkins server inside. So what we can do, this pipeline, Docker pipeline, run here only, but it will connect to this server, Docker server, and run here. Understand? This server will connect the target server and apply on here actually. Result you can see here, but pipeline you can see here. So pipeline connect through SSH and run on the target server. Clear na? Okay. Next, coming to the Kubernetes. Kubernetes pipeline, if you run, it will execute into the Kubernetes server inside. Same. If you run Terraform, so it will connect to Terraform server, it will execute into Terraform server. How we can here how we can target exactly this pipeline run on here, this pipeline run on here, this pipeline run on here, based on the tags. Okay, isn't any I have given, right? Instead of that, you can give a different tag here. For example, now in place of isn't any, especially for Docker, I'm giving a, for example, tag is dev. Okay. Now pipeline inside, which pipeline inside, if you can give the dev tag na, that will connect it to dev tag target server. For example, now this is dev tag. This is test tag. This is prod tag. Now, if I run Docker and dev tag, it will run on which server here? If I run Kubernetes, this is test tag. This is run on Kubernetes server, matching the tags. If I run Terraform, if this tag is prod, this is run on Terraform server. Clear na? But here again, you can understand Jenkins is common dashboard. I can see three pipelines in the Jenkins inside, but pipelines execute into target servers. In this case, tell me one thing. Do I need to install Jenkins or not required here? Not required, right? Connecting through SSH and running here. So not required Jenkins here. Jenkins pipelines not reflect here. Jenkins pipelines reflecting here. Understand? Okay. Next question. Do I need to install Docker into Jenkins server inside? Not required. Jenkins is not executing Docker process into the Jenkins server inside. Not executing inside the Jenkins server. Executing inside the Docker server. So Docker server inside Jenkins not required. Jenkins server inside Docker is not required. Clear na? But if I take a Jenkins into normally here, so definitely this server inside Jenkins should run, Docker should run. Clear or not? This is the main difference. Any questions? Yeah, centralizing Jenkins. Now clear? Everyone is clear now? Okay. Yeah. So, for example, bash node server is there, no? Private server is there, bash node server is there. Here to here, how to connect? SSH. So perform here, whatever you want to run. But in place of manually you can run, Jenkins will connect this server and execute the pipeline. So pipeline will run here only, but it will connect the target server and run means result will be updated to the target server inside. Clear na? I'll show practically, we'll get a clarity. So we have a two methods, SSH method or controller method. Clear na? Tell me guys, if you want to work with Jenkins, minimum one server required or not? Dedicated server is required. It's a public or private? Private. Public. Guys, one more time I'm saying, there is no public term in projects except bash and host. So nowhere we can use public IP. Clear? Yeah, you can remember always. Then how to access Jenkins dashboard? Load balancer or Nginx proxy. Right or not? Done. This is called master slave concept. This is master. This is slave. Now Jenkins 3 slaves are there. Slave 1, slave 2, slave 3. Like this, we can add many slaves for the Jenkins. Clear now, guys, everyone? Okay. Yeah, one to many. Single dashboard for multiple pipelines to execute into the multiple servers. Okay, let's move to GitHub Action now. Okay, here process is, guys, you no need to create any dedicated server for this process. This is background Docker process will work. Understand? For example, a simple pipeline I'm taking, you can understand. GitHub Actions for Terraform run. So first we can name will come and on run will come. Next stages will come. Next pipeline jobs will come like this. Okay. Now you can see I'm taking this pipeline here. I'll explain here. Okay. So by saying this, nothing to worry. It's a very simple process only. Okay. Let me take a. I'm just removing apply and all here. Now you can see. So this pipeline run on where, guys? Ubuntu latest. That means what here? The background system can take one Ubuntu image to run your process. It will not take any, you will no need to provide a dedicated server like Jenkins. Clear na? So this process, let me add a, give skeleton for GitHub action. So total 3 jobs will, 3 steps will come here. For example, skeleton. Yeah, this is the skeleton. Correct. Control A. So this is the main skeleton, guys. First is here name and on push and jobs. That's it. Only 3. Okay. On name, on jobs. Jobs inside multiple steps will come. Okay. How many jobs? One job means one pipeline. How many steps here? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, like this. For example, my point of view here, step 1 is Terraform init. Step 2 is Terraform plan. Step 3 is Terraform apply. Understand here? Okay. So in this case, understand jobs build on where Ubuntu latest. You no need to create an Ubuntu server. This is completely managed by GitHub action providers. AWS Lambda we discussed now. We no need to create any server, right? Everything taken care by background team. So this is managed process by GitHub actions providers. Clear na? Okay. And important thing, guys, here, few rules are there. So if you want to create a pipeline, first you have to create a .github directory. Inside, you can create a one more directory, workflows. Inside, you can create any YAML file, name is test YAML file or anything is fine. This is the YAML creation process. I will show. how to run and all everything. Okay. So now let's go to here in the paint. So the naming convention is you have to follow like this. Okay. So first step is what here? Name. You can take a name. First step is name. This is common, guys. Okay. And next is what? So this pipeline run on push or manual process. Understand? So we don't have any GitHub hook like kind of things. If you do any changes, this is run automatically. On which branch changes? Main branch changes. If you do any change, automatically pipeline will run. So we can add manual trigger also. Okay. Okay. Next is what? Build. See, next is build, jobs build. You can take here. This is important now. Jobs. Okay. And next is what? Under jobs, steps. See, under jobs, under build jobs, steps. Exactly, it should come under inside the build steps. Okay. Now you can add here step 1, step 2, step 3 like this. So we can add here 1, 2, 3 like this. Clear now? So you can understand this is Terraform init. This is Terraform plan. I'm just writing a skeleton only to easily understand. Terraform apply. Clear na? This is GitHub Action skeleton. Now, important thing is this process, you no need to create any server. The reason, see this. So to run this process, init, plan, apply, I need a one server, right? To execute this pipeline, I need a one server. So that's what I'm creating one server in the Jenkins to execute a pipeline. But here, to execute this process, I need a one Linux server. They're giving here Ubuntu latest server. Background, we are unable to see this server. This is managed by GitHub Actions. So this server inside, if you take directly Terraform image, directly you can run init, plan, apply. If you take Ubuntu, first we have to install Terraform, then init, then plan, then apply. Clear na? So in this case here, one more step will come. If you can take Ubuntu, first step is Terraform install. Next is init. Next is plan. Next is apply. Clear na? So here job is very easy. Your code also there into same GitHub inside only, right? Your code, your project inside directly you can create one YAML file. That's it only. That will take care everything in the pipeline execution and all. Clear na? Okay. Now, for example, guys, tell me one thing. Terraform init after Terraform plan after Terraform apply. Okay. Your target mission. I mean, which result, for example, this Terraform code created a few resources. Understand? Your Terraform code may be created a RDS. Okay. Now tell me where I can check the state file after Terraform apply. For example, Jenkins server, it will clone into EC2 instance inside, Jenkins server inside, Jenkins workspace inside. I can see clone repositories. After Terraform init, I can see .terraform also. But in this case, where I can check the state file? Ubuntu server. Ubuntu server is not in our control. Where? GitHub. Leave it for master slave. This story is done already. Where I can check the state file. Disk. We don't have disk, right? Server is not in our end. So guys, this process, it's a temporary process. This is we took to run only Terraform apply till. After that, this will be delete automatically this environment. Understand? State will also delete. Clear now? That's what we have to create backend block mandatory. Backend block. What is the purpose of backend block? Update state file into S3 bucket. So current environment delete also no problem, right? So for example, tell me one thing is, let's come to Jenkins. I have executed Terraform pipeline to init, plan, run, apply, whatever I have run. Now, can I stop my Jenkins server? Yes, right. Our activity done, pipeline executed. Now, no need to keep your Jenkins server running, right? That's what process activities taking care of GitHub Actions. You need this pipeline. You need a server to run just pipeline only, right? This pipeline not continuously running, right? Pipeline means what? Execute some task completed, right or not? In this case, what GitHub Actions are giving here? One image they are giving to run only init, plan, apply only. This image don't know what activity you are performing also, right or not? So this image first it will give to run a provision to Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply. After that, automatically this image will be deleted. So the environment deleted. The environment delete means everything is deleted inside the environment. Nothing worry, right? Environment only delete. Terraform destroy is not run. Understand? If environment delete, what will happen? This is completely deleted. But RDS will delete or RDS still there? RDS is there. We are not running destroy command, right? That's it. State file is already there into S3 bucket inside. Now again, if you run this pipeline, again Ubuntu latest image will come and it will verify your Terraform plan with the existing state file. Same backend block, right? Okay, change, 0 change or 1 change. Like this it will work. Clear everyone? That's what now these processes are popular more now. GitHub Actions, GitLab CI/CD. No need to run separate server. No need to install anything. So for this process, 2 CPUs, 4 GB RAM required or not? 2 GB RAM required. Java need to install. Everything we have to take care. Few clients, what they will do, Jenkins server also, they ask to implement a schedule-based run. Jenkins every day, for example, every day morning, my schedule jobs are there, pipelines. Every day morning, 10 to 11 only running. After that 11, automatically server is going to stop condition. We have to write an event. Why we need to keep the server running? Pipelines already executed, right? So lot of things we have to take care by managing the Jenkins server. Okay, and also patching is your control only, right? Jenkins version upgrade, the background Java upgrade, everything you have to take care, right? But here, my focus is only on steps. But here, your focus is always Jenkins server, OS level, patching upgrades, your pipelines also. Clear? Any questions from anyone? Yeah, very good. GitLab also same. As it is same process. I can say GitLab pipeline very easy than GitHub Actions also. The conditions they are giving very simple conditions. All are AMLs. Clear na? Any questions from anyone? Coming to the GitLab CI/CD, we have to give the name is, this is fixed name, guys. ca.aml. Same name only you can use for GitLab CI/CD. But GitHub Action, you can give any name, but path should be there inside the workflows. Any name you can give. GitHub Action AML file name. But this file should be there. .github workflows inside only. But coming to the GitLab CI/CD, you can give same name. Your name is fixed. Clear na? Let me show you. For example, we already discussed banking project, right? Let's have a look here. I'm not gonna run now. Just see the pipeline here, where the repository exists, where your code exists. This code only I need to automate, right? To automate this code on target server inside, you can write a YAML file here. Clear na? Understand two things here. Very important. This code deployed onto where? Server. Understand? You don't confuse here. Where you said server is not required. Then why server is required? I'm talking about your application run on the target server. Now, so far we discuss where the YAML file is run. Understand? To run a YAML file, I need a server, right? That is taken care by background team. But where your application deploy, that is your server. Are you going to deploy this application into provided server by GitHub Actions? That will delete automatically right after complete your pipeline. Your application also delete. Clear na? So where your code exists, there only you can write a workflows. First is what? .github inside workflow directories inside give any YAML file name. Clear na? This is what you need to write any repository inside. How to run? Click on the actions. This is a GitHub actions. Okay. Now go to the pipeline, for example. Click on the YAML, bank YAML. See here. On push here. Let's go to here different YAML. This is the one. Now you can see total 2 conditions are there here. First condition, push on main branch. If you give this condition, automatically if you push any changes in the main branch of our GitHub repository, automatically pipeline will execute. I don't want to run automatically on the commits. Then workflow dispatch you can give. Workflow dispatch means it's a manual run only, unless. So that's what this pipeline you can see. Go to actions. This is we have to run manually. Click on the pipeline name, run workflow. Manually we have to run. But if you give this option on push main condition, on push main condition, that will run automatically if you do any changes in this repository, even if you remove dot also. Here, not about change, commit ID. If you do any change, if you run commit here, one commit ID will create now, that will create one event. That event will call your pipeline to run. Clear? Yeah. So if you want to run automatically, push main means on push main means what? If any changes can push, you can trigger. Or if you comment this, workflow dispatch means manual process. Clear not till here? Yeah. Now tell me, I'll take one example now. GitHub action example. Okay. So my requirement is my GitHub inside Python project is there. Okay, this is my GitHub inside. This Python project contains a files app.py, requirements.txt. Okay, this is for dependency file. So these two files are there. Now the requirement is what here? Let's take a one developer. So developer push any changes here, commit ID will update or not? Okay, this is cool. Let's take a now. This is GitHub repository. Okay. So now if any changes will come, automatically these changes automatically update into the server inside. Now to deploy this application, I want server or not? Okay. Deploy this application. Okay. So tell me guys, server inside which command will execute to run the application? Python 3 app.py, right? This is my server. Okay. Python 3 app.py. So main command I need to execute inside the first okay. Here what I need to do guys first. Okay, let me add here. Install Python, install dependencies by using requirement.txt, run Python 3 app.py. These are the instructions needs to be run inside the server. Clear now? So these instructions who will run? Your pipeline will run. Understand? And where? Target server inside. Clear now? Okay, that's great now. Wait. Okay, let's take now. Tell me the steps. First step is what? Git checkout if repository is into the different repository level. Or say here we no need to run checkout also. Why? Repository inside only YAML you are writing, right? YAML will call from the same repository. No need to give again git checkout option also. But your repository exists into different repository. We have to mention git checkout. Clear na? First is what name we have to write. Name. Name of the pipeline here. Name of the run. Your job pipeline run. Okay. Next is what? On. Okay. On. So here on push main branch, or you can write work dispatch. Okay. So if you want to write push on push here like this, branch, if you give main. So this condition is what? If you push any changes on the main branch, this will trigger. This is second condition. Third condition is what? Jobs. Jobs. See, YAML file guys writing jobs inside. If you want to write, give it two tab. Understand? If you give like this, this is not jobs inside. If you write something here, this is not job inside. So YAML writing jobs inside something you are writing, a give two tabs and you can write. Now this is comes under jobs inside. Clear now? YAML writing is very easy. Okay. Okay. Jobs inside is what now? Build. Now build inside something I want to write again. Exactly build two tabs. Name. Clear now? So now build inside if you want to write steps, you can write. So see here, steps is not parallel here. Steps is comes under build parallel exactly. So you can write here steps. Clear na? So like this we can write. So first how many steps are coming here? First step is what? Yeah, first step is install Python. But before that here build name is what here? Ubuntu. If you can take Ubuntu. Ubuntu image. Clear na? So on Ubuntu image, Ubuntu is for what here? Run environment to execute your commands. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, any OS you can take. Any OS you can take. You no need to worry for the OS. That will give by, you can take Ubuntu, CentOS, whatever it is. If you take Ubuntu, apt commands you have to run install dependencies. If you take CentOS, m commands we have to take, Red Hat and all. Clear na? Okay. So now what we can do here, first Ubuntu image. Next is what here? Tell me, next is what? Huh? Very good. Not install Python. If you run install Python, Python will install into where? Ubuntu image. I don't want to run I don't want to install Python and Ubuntu image, right? That will be deleted later. Run pipeline only the process. Install Python into where? I need to install Python into where? Target server inside, right? Here only, right? In this case, what I need to write here? Connect. SSH connect, right? SSH connect. Next is what? Install Python. Next is what? Install dependencies. Next is what? Run Python. Clear na? Like this. So your job will run, your job connect and do activities here only. We have a one more concept, runner concept. Same like this. I want everything in my control. Then create a dedicated server, install GitHub action runners. That server is dedicated for GitHub actions. In that case, you no need to take here Ubuntu image. You can take your server, run there only, everything. Clear na? Same concept GitLab. GitHub, GitLab both are same. The similarities here, the pipeline name changes here. The name always GitLab CI.aml only for the GitLab CI/CD. GitHub actions, the any name you can give, but that should be there inside the .github workflows inside only. You can take GitLab CI/CD skeleton also. So can take. Here stages are there. Only the difference is here stages are there. Here steps are there, na? Here stages only there. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and so that's it. No much difference. See here. The only difference is every stage will get stage like this. So here, how many stages are there in the pipeline total? So you can. This is the GitLab CI/CD pipeline. So total 3 stages, right? Build, test, deploy. Build stage you can write build activity. Test stage you can write test activity. Deploy stage you can write deploy activity. That's it only. Very clear this is. So you can see build. What you want to give the script here only. What you want to do inside the build. And what you want to insert the test. What you want to insert the deploy. That's it. So here, let me add here. This is build. This is test. Clear? This is GitLab CI/CD skill tab. Now, what you want to build, you can write here. So, what you want to test, you can. So, what you want to deploy, you can. Clear na? That's it. This is GitLab CI/CD. Here GitHub Actions, but both are YAML files only. But here is we have a jobs, under jobs we have a steps for GitHub Actions. But GitLab CI/CD directly only stages, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, like that we can write only. Yeah, you can take an Ubuntu. See, they are giving a Ubuntu, right? Inside, if you want to do anything, you can install. Okay, you can install on the, but if you run install command, this is automatically installed on this only. But connect, SSH connect means server connect and server inside it will be installed. This is the difference. Self install means Ubuntu. Connect and install means target server. Any questions from anyone? Okay. Okay. So shall we start Jenkins master slave first? Then after we can discuss GitHub Actions, GitLab CI/CD. Then we can go for Maven and all. Okay. So how many servers are required minimum to start Jenkins master slave? Minimum 2. If you stop the Jenkins server, if you start the server, you may experience some slow. Anyone experience this issue? Jenkins. Where is my... Okay, let me shut down the Google Cloud. Okay, so let me launch a servers. Jenkins. Let's take T2 medium. I'm taking two servers now. Oh, so key mandatory now. Launch two servers. Okay. So I'm going to rename it now. One is master and one is slave. So Jenkins server inside first I can install Jenkins, Java, and everything as is now. Inbound rule. Refresh. Okay, so let me install Jenkins now. And Java also. I'm installing Java plus Jenkins. Copy. So first Java, then Jenkins. Okay, let's check systemctl status Jenkins. Okay, active, right? Okay, let's access port number 8080. I'll give the list of tasks, what you need to do. Okay. P. Continue. Okay. So password you can give. Okay, guys. So your Jenkins is ready now. Master is ready. So first, what we need to do, go to here, the gear icon, you can click on it. Nodes are there now here. From here, you are creating a target node. Let's click on this node. New node. This node is represents your target instance node. Okay. Yeah. So give the node name here. I'm giving node 1. Okay. And give a permanent agent. Create. So you can give any description here, your wish. Number of executors means it's kind of performance. Okay. If you increase the number of executors, 4, 5, 6 under, it will take more RAM and more CPU to complete the pipeline quickly. Okay. Yeah. Remote root directory. So here, remote root directory means what? Your target server is there, na? The target server root directory where the pipeline has to execute, like a workspace. You can give home. You can give directly EC2-user. EC2-user. Clear, na? This is very important now. Labels. If you give label is dev, for example. Okay. Okay, let's give the path. It is not taking. Home EC2-user. Okay. So now label is what? Dev. Now next, whatever pipeline you are creating in the Jenkins master, right? The pipeline inside, if you can give the dev label that run on this target node only. Clear, na? Okay. Next, use this node as much as possible. I'll explain what is the difference. Use this node as much as possible or match the labels. Okay, two conditions are there. I'll explain later what these two differences. Next, launch method. We have a two type of methods, right? One is SSH, one is controller method. Okay. So launch agent by connecting to controller, right? You can select here. Next, keep this agent online as much as possible. Okay. Keep this one also. Next. So disk space monitoring threshold, or if you, for example, by default is taking 1 GB, 2 GB and all, right? You can reduce this if you want to 200 MB also. Or you can keep, I'm just using a less space only for this. You can give like this. Otherwise, keep 2 GB also, no problem. If you can take a T2.medium Jenkins and all. Okay. Save. So now this node is there now. You click on it. Here you can see this is the agent you want to install into target node where the node is exist. Understand? Go to that node. This is Jenkins master node here. Slave. Clear na? So in this node inside, you need to install the agent. So Jenkins able to connect through this agent only. Clear na? Okay. So guys, target node inside also Java is required. Okay. The Jenkins is executing, right? So Java should support. So already document I have shared, guys. You can take a reference and do it if you stuck anywhere. So Jenkins install, right? Now take the agent here. You can take this agent first, curl slave node inside, and next you can run this command. Unable to access jar file is, huh? Connected, right? Understand here how Jenkins master is connected for this node. This controller is there na? This controller inside Jenkins payload URL is there. Understand? Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to nodes. See, this node is now online. There is no error, right? Before it is offline. Now this is online. Clear now? Now Jenkins, go to the Jenkins now. I mean master here. So new item. So create a pipeline here. I have already shared the Telegram group. You can take any reference. So anything. So here we are no need to run here a Docker pipeline, a Kubernetes pipeline, just to test Jenkins able to run or not the activity here. Clear na? Yeah. You can see, you can just go through the document. Okay. So, okay, let's take a, which pipeline I use in this document. Okay. Oh, is this Docker? Not required Docker. Okay, can I create just a git clone command? Anything is fine, right? Again, I need to install Docker and all. Just I'll take a reference from this. Copy. Okay. I can give node 1 slave pipeline. This is okay. Let's go to here. Control V. So label is what here? Which label I have given? Dev. Clear now? Okay. So let's remove this all stages not required. Just I'm testing a small pipeline. So this two for open here, two close here. Okay. No need. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 and 1. Correct. Clear now? So now here I'm just taking a Docker pull or something. Okay, leave it for the Docker pull. I'm going to take a Jenkins script here. I'm going to clone any repository into my target server inside. Sorry. Let's give the pipeline URL. You can take anything. Now target server inside, I should install Git or not? Yes. Do I need to install Jenkins? So that's what error is for. Target server inside Git is not there. That's what it's indicating. Okay. Main generate pipeline script. Control C this and here you can add. Clear na? So if you run, definitely will get an error first. So apply save and go to here. Plugins. Available plugins. Pipeline stage view. Okay. Let me install. Okay, pipeline stage view I'm doing now. Go to back to top page. Clear na? So now let's go to the target server. So open here. Otherwise, you can run nohope command to interact the background. This is my target server. M install git -y. Clear na? Now let's go to a Jenkins master. Okay. Can I run pipeline now? Build now? Okay. If I run build here, this clone will be happening to the target server or Jenkins server? Target server, right? Okay. Okay. This clarity is there, right? Okay. What I can do here, I'm going to add one more V here. First time. So expression is not matching, right? Labels are not matching, right? Build now. Expected result is what? It will clone or fail. Open the logs, console output. See, there are no nodes with label. There are no nodes with label dev VV, right? Okay. So now, okay, pipeline is pending state, no doubt. Continuously searching for the dev tag. Okay, let's cancel this about. Okay, now go to the configuration. If one more target is there, if the target, if I create with the dev WV label, this pipeline execute on there only, right? Okay. Apply, save. Build now. So done, right? So this is clone onto master or target node? Target node. On which path? Home is to server. Jenkins is not running into the target server to take a namespace default, right? Let's go here. You can click on it. Logs. See, Git version is okay. Let's go to over there directly. Slave, right? su hyphen ESUT hyphen user ls. See, directly workspace is there or not? Node 1 git clone. Clear now? Now tell me, let me remove everything. Okay. Oh, ESUT hyphen user, right? Anyway, nothing to worry here. Come to here. Configure. Guys, now tell me, I'm going to pipeline agent any, right? If I give like this, oh, sorry, control /. Now tell me, this pipeline execute on where? Target server or Jenkins server? Or fail? Apply, save. Build now. Expression is not matching, right? But agent any I have given, right? What is the issue? configure. Here there is no stages, stage, okay. 1, 2, oh, 3, 3, correct only, right? Let's check now. Control A, Control C and delete. Oh, stages inside is there now. Here is not there, okay. Clear na? Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Clear? Apply and save. Why it's failed? See? Now this is running on where? Trying to run on Jenkins server itself. Label is not matching, right? Target node. But Jenkins isn't any have given condition, right? So Jenkins itself is trying to run on Jenkins mission now because of isn't any. But how we can overcome this? We can do. Go to Jenkins. Go to the system configuration. I think system. Number of executors are there now. Make it 0. So no CPU, no RAM allocated for this. Running on the Jenkins server inside. Now you can run. Build now. Done, right? Now tell me this is executed unto where? Isn't any. Isn't any means either Jenkins or target node. Jenkins node, now restrictions are there. Zero executors, right? Not possible, right? So only option is what? Target. But you may get it out here. How target inside it is created? Why target inside it is created? Labels are not matching, right? But labels are not matching even I have given condition is what? Isn't any. And also go to the target node. Go to the Jenkins. Go to the target nodes. This node already created at one node, right? This node one inside I have given one condition, right? The condition is what? See, this is the condition. Use this node as much as possible. That's what it is considering Jenkins. If I give only build jobs with label expression only matching this node. Now, if I change this, now tell me my Jenkins able to run this pipeline or not now? Success or failure or pending? Let's build now. Clear the difference is? So condition is where now? Node and condition already saying this is my condition. You can only run only label express match only. Don't consider isn't any condition my node. If I select node as much as possible, then you can consider. But label expression match only you can consider. Then definitely it should not consider. That's what Jenkins and restrictions are there because executors 0. Now target also expression match label condition is there. Now 2 nodes are not available. Now this is on pending state. If any third node is there, if third node create the condition of node as much as possible, then this will schedule on third node. If I want to create a third node, how to start the process now? Create a nodes. Let's go to here. Nodes. New node for new instance. Node 2. Permanent agent. You can take copy existing node also. All options. Number of executors. Now you can give again home EC2 hyphen user, labels, test you can give. Same label we are not supposed to give. Conflicts will come. Use this node use this node as much as possible. If I give now isn't any expression is there in the pipeline, this node accept. But use this only build label expression match only means pipeline insert test label there only it will execute. Until on that this is not accept. Clear the condition is now. Launch agent control method already tried, right? You guys can try SSH method. How to test SSH method? Host is what? EC2 user. Credentials. Add a credentials. Option disable directly. We can here also we can add. See which type of credentials key? See SSH method means what? Master is going to connect a node. Clear na? Now master and which key is required? Keeper only, yeah. I know that. Now Jenkins is going to connect a second EC2 instance, right? Jenkins inside which key is required? Private key or public key? Understand, yeah, Jenkins is bash server. Understand? Jenkins is bash server connecting to second server. Which key I should upload? Private key only, right? In this case, username password or SSH username private key. Method is if you give username password, you need to give username password. But my end credentials are not username password. My end credentials are what? SSH key and private key. See, username with private key. Username is what here? EC2 user by default connect this one only, right? Next is what? Private key. Directly you can add, copy paste into your private key. Clear na? My private key is Jenkins master and slave. That's what I created a key, right? Control A, copy, paste, add. Don't give any spaces and all. Now select these credentials, okay? Yeah. Next, keep this agent online as much as possible. Again, same condition, which we want to give. Next, verification strategy. No verification or manually trusted key or manually provided key verification strategy S or known host file verification strategy. Which one I need to select? Non-verification strategy. You remember one thing. Your bash server, if you run SSH command, it will ask yes or no. Now who will confirm? Jenkins is connecting time. So non-verification strategy. Understand? Non-verification strategy means directly connect if key is matched. Clear na? Disk space if you want to do, you can do. Note is there, right? Now you know how to do it, right? Create a pipeline. Give the pipeline inside. Test name test tag. Run it. SSH key also I have only shown. Clear na? Now over to you. But before that, first, if you start a Jenkins master slave, first draw the architecture of master slave, please. Otherwise, you are here or here, you may confuse completely. Simply, you can draw first one server. See, I already drawn, right? First, this is Jenkins master. This is node. Here, what I'm going to perform, that activity should install first dependencies. From here to I'm connecting. So source and Jenkins required. Clear na? Don't install Jenkins here. Don't install Docker here, Git here. You may confuse. Draw like this only. Clear na? Now SSHR controller method. Two methods already done, right? Now tags. While creating time, if you give a tags, pipeline inside, you should mention the same tags. Clear na? Any questions? Okay. Let me check a chart. So all are clear, right? Online team. Okay. So today tasks are same. Whatever I have implemented, you can do. GitLab CI/CD, GitHub Action. I will take care. You don't do anything. And you need to do one thing is Jenkins is running a default port is 8080, right? How to change the default port? Task number 1. How to change the default workspace into custom workspace. Clear na? Jenkins default workspace is what? Varlib Jenkins, right? How to change that workspace into custom workspace. These 2 activities you can perform. How to change the port number. Why need to change port number? Nothing to do, but we have a Tomcat process. Tomcat is running on same server. Both are 8080. Conflicts will come. Either you can change Tomcat or you can change Jenkins. So you can try to change the Jenkins first. And workspace also change default path to custom path. Clear everyone? Next class will be on Monday. Workshop is there, but I don't think so it will there. Tomorrow also I'm working, so I don't know. If time will come, I need to practice AI integrations, few tools, Kubernetes and all. I'm not getting time to practice. At least I'll explain theoretical. If I have a time, I'll explain practical also. Yeah, Black Friday effect. Okay. Someone is raised hand. Yeah, hi, Saurav.
Hello, Bino.
Hi.
Yeah.
Why?
No, the thing is that in the Jenkins there are two things, that is scripted and declarative, but which is approved?
Sorry? Yeah, we can use declarative or scripted. Anything is fine.
No, the thing is that the thing is that if I will not mention Jenkins in my resume, instead of that I have to work in the GitLab CI/CD in YAML. Is there any problem?
No problem. But you can add Jenkins also, right?
No, fact is that in our organization we are not using Jenkins.
You are not using, but we are learning, right? Don't learn for always your organization point of view.
No. The thing is that that is the thing, because in the Jenkins YAML thing is not there. But I like the YAML. YAML is very easy than the pipelines scripted. That for that reasons, because you have to write your Groovy script, right? In the declarative or scriptlet. But in the GitLab GitLab CI/CD, you don't have to write scripted or declarative. Simply you can write your YAML and you can create the jobs and you can run the jobs. That is very easy.
Correct. For Jenkins only we have 2 scripts.
Yeah, that is the thing. Because yesterday I have also worked. I have talked to my manager. They have told these things. You can easily and in the GitLab CI/CD UI interface is very good, which is dead easy than Jenkins.
Yeah, I can understand. Depends on your interest, Saurav. But my suggestion, just add a 1 or 2 points at least. So that they can understand, right?
Yeah, that is only that much I have the question. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. I will start Docker next week. I mean,
I'm waiting for that.
December 2nd week.
Because see, today if you will teach Docker Kubernetes, if I'll work for 1 hour, I will also get the dollars from our.
Yeah, I can understand.
That is the thing.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Thanks.